Hello, my name is Justin Adams, and welcome back to my October reviews, motherfuckers. In the last episode, I discussed them reviewing Disney Channel original Halloween movies. I started out with the all-time classic Halloweentown, and now I'm continuing with its sequel, Halloweentown 2: Kalabar's Revenge. When I was a kid, I loved this one. Whenever Halloween came, this was actually the movie I wanted to see most. Sure, the first one got me, but I liked the sequel a lot more because it had a lot more going on. But little did I know that what the movie had going on was just a bunch of noise and movements. This movie is basically someone waving their arms around in front of you for an hour and 20 minutes and screaming. It's nothing that sucks you in, thinking that it might be something, but really it's just actually nothing. This movie brings back everyone from the original cast, at least the main cast. We still have Debbie Reynolds as Aggie, Kimberly J. Brown as Marnie, and everyone else is everyone else. Thank God there's no Kalabar, though, because he was horrible, but don't worry, there's something worse. So without further ado, let's get right to it. The first few minutes is really just a recap of what happened in the last movie. We then cut to 1 year later and see, wait a second, it's been a year? Marnie and Dylan are supposed to be a year older than they were in the last movie? Look at Dylan. He's definitely not in high school. Oh, that is... Okay, I'll just let that go. We then open up on Marnie, typing away on her super cool and hip computer. She explains that Aggie and Gwen are still fighting. Oh no. Aggie wants to take kids on broomstick joyrides, but Gwen still wants to live a normal life. We then meet this creepy kid who claims him and his dad just moved next door. Look at this kid. He looks exactly like something from the bad guy textbook. Black on black, creepy smile. Don't trust this guy. But of course, Marnie trusts this guy. It's perfectly clear he's on the dark side, but Marnie just doesn't look at all that, and she just decides, you know what, I really want to be with this person. We have a connection. And she decides to show him Aggie's room, where there's spells and potions and what have you. And of course, the dude steals Aggie's spellbook and leaves while his dad distracts Gwen. Great job, Marnie. Take off your getting laid glasses. After Fuckstick took Aggie's book, everything magical stops working, or at least starts working a different way. And so Aggie and Marnie go to Halloweentown to see what's happening. Marnie agrees to go, but has a date with the bad guy later, and does not want to be late. You don't want to be late for those things, you know. They call for a portal themselves after the bus fails to come. The portal, though, only works for 4 hours. They think that they have plenty of time to get things fixed, but they don't know what's in store for them, ladies and gentlemen. During the creepy dad asks Gwen to the high school dance, yeah, you heard me correctly, as Marnie and Aggie discover that Halloweentown isn't as happy as it usually is. Everything's actually really dark and gray, and all the creatures are slowly morphing into human beings. They run into Luke, the goblin in the first one, and see that he's back to human form in gray. Aggie has a spell to cure all of it, but finds out by Dylan and Sophie that the spellbook is gone, with the only person going in being Marnie. The number one suspect is Cal. That's the guy who she met before. His name is Cal. Cal. And so they find out that Cal is finally the guy. It's so obvious. The guy's name is Cal. Kalabar. Cal. Does the movie have to say anything else? And Marnie says she should have known after he gave her a rose, just like Kalabar did to her mom in the first movie. But his name is fucking Cal. It's so obviously laid out for you. And as Cal explains his evil plans, some of it is really good, you know? I like the, oh shit, dude, that was harsh. But then it goes to shit like, what? Like Aggie says, I didn't know Kalabar had a son. And he says, nobody did. I didn't want anyone to know. Dad and I didn't always agree on things. It's like, yeah, and you probably didn't plan on a sequel too, huh? Aggie remembers that there's a copy of her spellbook at her place, but it's now lost. But just because it's lost doesn't mean Aggie does not know where it is. It's at Gork's, this weird dude who keeps trash, and if you throw away things in the real world or in the Halloweentown world, it ends up in Gork's. Luke is with them still for some reason, is back to his goblin self somehow. Literally out of nowhere, he's just right back to being a goblin. I like how they didn't go with the makeup from the first one, too. No, we have to make him more appealing. Meanwhile, Gwen is about to go to the dance with creepy neighbor dude, who is dressed as a frog and brought her a fucking freaky mask. Yeah, sure, this is just a really good guy. Dylan wanted to go but decides to watch Sophie since his mom has a date. My favorite part is when they go to Gort's house to find the book and the entire scene. He's just trying to sort out his socks. He's got the spell, the gray spell on him, and he's like, do these socks match? And it was funny, until they beat that joke to death too. While they're at Gort's, or Gork, I don't know which one it was, the gray spell starts getting to Aggie. There's only a small amount of time before the gray spell affects Marnie too. Luke means nothing though. He's totally fine. Seriously, he's super, super pointless in this movie though. Why is he there? I don't know. Okay, we're just gonna move on. All the doors are locked, the windows are shut, and Cal is inches away from taking over not only Halloweentown, but the mortal world as well. Bum, bum, bum. We find out that Cal's plan is to transform the humans into creatures at midnight, if and only if they are dressed like one. So if you're a vampire, you're going to turn into a vampire. If you're Frankenstein, you're going to turn into Frankenstein. If you're wearing a stupid mask, you're going to turn into a stupid mask. Marnie finds out there's some kind of time travel spells. The gray spell is taking over Aggie completely. Marnie and Luke go back in time, leaving Aggie with Gork or Gort. They find themselves a few years before the present at Gork or Gort's, trying to find the spellbook while failing to do that. Meanwhile, Sophie believes that Gwen's Day is a frog human and tries to convince Dylan that Cal is evil. Once Luke discovers the secret word that's transforming people back to themselves, they find out that Marnie misplaced the time travel spell, but Gork has a timeline which they jump in. Dylan and Sophie go to tell Gwen about the frogman, and they try to find Cal. Marnie and Luke are back in the present. They change Aggie back and then bring the portal back up. But the time is up and Cal has set the spell. The next portal to open will be in 1 year. That's right, guys. They lost. Marnie, she absolutely refuses to lose and decides to break the rules and bring the portal up even though it's after midnight. I guess that's a thing. But first, she needs the help of Dylan, Sophie, Aggie, and Luke. For some reason, he's still there, to cast a new spell to open the portal. The best part? There's a boom mic. No fucking way. I didn't know Disney Channel movies were this fucking lazy. They kept the boom mic there. For what? You couldn't retake them standing back up? Bullshit, Disney. And then begins the weirdest scene ever. First off, how the fuck do they all know the spell? Second, who edited this? And how can I get the drugs that they are on? But whatever the fuck that was, it worked, and Marnie is back and she's facing off Cal. She tries to get the spell books back, but he wraps himself around bad CGI and thinks that that's going to stop Marnie from taking the books. And then this happens. What the fuck is happening? What the fuck? What the fuck is this? How the fuck did he just die like that? Where the fuck did he go? Do they ever resolve this? What the fuck just happened? And then that's it. They get the creature spell out of there and make Halloweentown colorful again. The end. Wow, I thought that this movie was good. When I was younger, I loved it. But I watch it now and wonder what the fuck I was thinking. Seriously, this movie is so stupid. This movie is fucking dumb. It makes everything about Halloweentown stupid. But then again, it's a kid's movie and it's not as bad. Oh, fuck that. This movie was so fucking dumb. I'm now not shocked at all. I'm the stupidest person that I know. It's fucking movies like this shit. This movie made me stupid. Other than that, this movie is just really dumb. I can't say anything else. It's just really dumb. I can't think anymore because I just became dumber than I was before I revisited this movie, and seeing how I loved it 12 years ago, it's starting to fill a lot of holes in my past. The makeup is even more cheap, the story makes no fucking sense, and everything is a gimmick. Everything that was good, or at least okay about the first one, is stripped away with Been there, done that type of shenanigans. It's so cheaply done and lazy. I can't help but sit here and freak out. Like, having Marty and Dylan be a year older than they were in the first movie, whatever. Hollywood does that stupid shit all the time. But keeping the fucking boom mic in a shot is just disgraceful. It just shows that Disney was like, they're dumb kids, they won't know. Well, guess what? We grew up, motherfuckers. Your shit backfired. Why is this even called Kalabar's Revenge? He's not in it. He's not in it, besides a flashback. I'm not saying I want the guy. I hated him. But don't call a movie Kalabar's Revenge if he's not gonna be in it. Instead, we get his annoying twerp of a son, who is horrible, by the way. The acting in this movie is fucking horrible. Sophie doesn't even have the same charm she did in the first one. Just everything about this movie sucked hardballs to me. Okay. Hold on, let me catch my breath really quick. I need to stop before I lose my voice. So that's what I think about Halloweentown 2, Kalabar's Revenge. What do you think about it? Do you like this movie? Am I overreacting? Should I have turned off my brain like I did with the first Halloweentown and then it would have been better? I don't know, but this movie was just such a stupid movie to me. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think about it. Guys, stay tuned for my review of the third chapter of this beloved franchise that is already making me lose my fucking mind. Remember to like, subscribe, blah, blah, blah. Yes. Yes.